people to officially be in the field of therapeutic recreation were graduates from the University of Waterloo and the University of Ottawa in the Recreation for Special Populations program. These graduates set out into the world to help people with mental health concerns and physical disabilities adapt to life in provincial institutions. In the last 45 years, the field and practice of therapeutic recreation has broadened exponentially. Since 2015, it's estimated that 40,081 refugees have been welcomed into Canada, bringing with them a new frontier for the therapeutic recreation practice. Working with people with disabilities, developmental delays, and learning disabilities is a foundational idea for our practice. However, there is a lack of services for those individuals living with learning disabilities and developmental delays in public school systems. How can we, as the future of TR, deliver recreation and leisure services to those populations? And how can meaningful leisure interventions impact their lives in and outside of the school system?
For refugees, there are an abundance of resources that can be found on the internet to help newcomers locate community programs. There are many community programs and resources available in Ontario for refugees and children with learning disabilities. For example, the Hub is an excellent source to find community programs and services in the area. There are many organizations that are dedicated to helping refugee families integrate into the community, such as the Peer Project, Central Neighborhood House, and Lifeline Syria. All of these organizations work to help house families, host programs for their children, and hold workshops to help adults learn English and find work opportunities. The Peer Project is a great organization that pairs refugee children ages 6 to 15 with mentors ages 17 to 30 that speak their language to help them learn English, social norms, and mentor them as they assimilate into the community. For children with learning disabilities, there are also many community resources available. There are programs that are specifically for children with learning disabilities, and there are programs that welcome children of all abilities. Some examples of organizations that offer programs for children with learning disabilities are Active Living Alliance for Canadians with a Disability, Autism Ontario, Andrew Fleet Child Care Services, and Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital. These organizations specifically design programs for children with learning, physical, and developmental disabilities and adapt popular programs to suit the needs of the children.
Although therapeutic recreation is not common in high schools, there are a few examples where alternative education programs are used to help students learn. For example, Choices is an alternative education program in the Waterloo region that uses adventure-based therapy as one aspect of their program. Choices for Youth is a voluntary program for students that have been expelled from mainstream schools in Ontario. Students and their parents must sign a contract to participate in the program, and class sizes are much smaller, so students get a lot more individual one-on-one help, and the programs include academic and non-academic elements. Therapeutic recreation has various uses and programming for certain marginalized populations. But when it comes to our special education system, why is there such a limited amount of TR offered for our youth in these programs? Wouldn't therapeutic recreation be an amazing service offered to our children in need of healing?
Evidence supporting adventure education exists in the literature, and studies typically include adolescent age participants. Self-concept, locus of control, and leadership are often outcomes and goals associated with adventure education. In 2005, 6,109,569 students between ages 6 and 21 years old required special education services in public schools, which is equivalent to 9.1% of the total population in that age range. TR offers this demographic assessment of skills, knowledge, and attitudes, helping students transition from school to work life situations, leisure education, inclusion environments for students to participate in, recreation, increasing functioning skills, and providing an overall supportive service to families and teachers. Despite the potential for these positive outcomes, TR is currently underrepresented in high schools despite these proven benefits.
Those in the field of therapeutic recreation or working their way into the field know the struggle of community settlements. Even though TR has so many benefits and would be considered very good for developing youth, it is still not widely used and is considered trivial by healthcare professionals. Some of the benefits that come with TR programming are stress reduction, reduce risk of mental illness, depression, and so on. TR can also help promote independence, foster healthy self-esteem, and reduce social anxiety. All of these factors come into play when working with youth and even young adults in special education. For example, developing useful coping strategies for kids in their everyday lives.
Even though TR has been taken into some of the education systems, it is still not fully endorsed into special education, where it would be most beneficial. Although some school systems have adopted TR as a valuable service, many schools do not provide this service to their students with disabilities. It is likely that school systems do not provide TR services and cannot logistically incorporate TR with other educational service requirements and are unaware of services, or do not fully understand the outcomes related to TR. It is important that we as practitioners make sure to spread the word of therapeutic recreation and advocate within our classrooms and communities. It is our duty as recreation therapists to increase awareness and promote suitable leisure for our clientele. Children are the future, and we are the guiding hand that will lead them towards their goals.
This is one of my biggest passions. So a child with a learning disability has an average cognitive ability and average intelligence. So students with learning disabilities should really understand that they're capable of wonderful learners. They just have some real highs and some lows that just need to, if we kind of attack the low situation and help them and program for them, we can close the gaps. They should be able to go on to do anything they want to do. So LD kids in particular, I think the programming for them and getting them to self-advocate and understand and have self-efficacy for themselves is really important. I'm working with a grade 6 boy right now who's just learned that he is learning disabled, and we're working to make him understand that he is not stupid, because that's how he's felt for a long time, that he has average intelligence, and you know what, it's working, and he's really coming a long way. Therapeutic recreation, I think, is really instrumental in any institutional setting, and this is a school, and I think therapeutic rec and the strategies used are really important for any school or any school board, because we teach whole children. We don't just teach like a brain. We teach everything: their emotions, their regulation, their advocacy, their cognitive abilities. So I think therapeutic rec is really important I think it'd be a great thing to add to any school or any school board. Their strategies and policies.
I spoke to a psychology professor at the University of Waterloo who requested to remain anonymous about how we could raise awareness and incorporate therapeutic recreation into creating programs for children with learning disabilities. She said that it would be beneficial for these children to have a community group or program specifically for children with learning disabilities to join so that they can form a peer group.
Along with students living with learning disabilities, we believe that the future of TR lies in programming for refugees. First, let's look at the statistics involving the number of refugees that are in Canada. Currently, the highest number of refugees in Canada are from the country of Afghanistan, and Canada also has the highest amount of refugees in the world. The process of being a new refugee can be stressful and can impact a refugee's health, quality of life, and well-being. Constraints such as language barriers and cultural differences can impair a refugee's ability to locate and use community resources, healthcare, and recreation services.
There has been an increasing amount of literature that demonstrates that leisure provides refugees with opportunities to effectively cope with stress and heal from trauma, but research is also beginning to show that leisure seems to play a key role in new immigrants' adaptation to stressors and challenges in a new environment. There was a study done that explored the role of leisure pursuits among Afghan refugees. The study also examined in what ways leisure pursuits may help them adapt to new life environments during their immigration process. The refugees were asked questions regarding their leisure habits, and the results showed that leisure provided refugees with opportunities to socialize with others and connect with their new community, opportunities for learning, which were very important. The importance of learning and development was also evident when Afghan participants discussed leisure activities they desired for the future, and it helped with adapting to immigration and new environment. Another important and interesting finding was that some participants talked about the role of leisure in socializing with others from different cultures, and it was a way to adapt to their new community.
To summarize, refugees can live a hard life, and settling into a new country can be very stressful. But as mentioned, there has been an increase in awareness of the importance of leisure for refugees in Canada. Leisure has many benefits for refugees in Canada, the biggest benefit being that it helps them adapt to the new environment. It's good that people are becoming more aware of the importance of leisure for this group, but we believe that there could be more opportunities for leisure for refugees in every city in Canada where they reside.
TR has the ability to help so many people in every aspect of life, but we need to be critical of the structures that prevent us from doing that. As a growing profession, there's tons of room for us to expand into the sectors of community support, such as refugees and helping people with learning disabilities. As a profession, we all need to do a better job of advocating for ourselves to make room for these community services that we so desperately need. The first people to officially
There are many programs available in the community.
Wouldn't therapeutic recreation be an amazing service offered to our youth in these services? Okay.
those in the field of therapeutic recreation.
Constraints that they face include,
It's okay. Oh no!
Oh, that's for your personal experience.